couple days ago with our mannequin hands to see if it all would work.
With mannequin hands?
Did you not see that one?
No, I don't think I did. I did not see it.
It was, fuck. See, I'm trying to do this and it wants me to leave the studio. So what I have to do, I had two mannequin hands in my hand, and one represent
Right.
you and Dr. C. And I said, here's what I'm planning to do. And we're gonna, we're gonna each write with one pen each, and then move them, and then write with the other pen, and then, of course, I missed the fucking thing completely. And then, oh, because Marilyn Darling is here already.
Goodness.
So, I guess I've started. So right now the screen is essentially this shape.
Gotcha.
So keep your writing on that.
I shall.
So say hi to Marilyn.
Hello, Marilyn, and whoever else is there.
Well, only Marilyn so far. So, and this is sort of my job. I'll be moving this thing and moving the light if it has to be moved. So that's why I'm here, and that's why you're going to be there.
Very
so
nice.
You'll eventually be Dr. C, and I'll be Mr. P, and you'll be Mr. T. So why don't you get out a pen that you want to play with?
Okay.
And we can just dip it in dirty water if we need to.
These have ink.
Okay.
But this is fun. I just did a video.
Oh, I saw that one.
Yeah,
I mean, I saw the pen. I didn't see the. So let's see what this
Get a million
is.
turns.
Meanwhile, you play with that one. That does not have ink, but you can dip it in the water.
Looks like a maybe Todd.
It is a maybe Todd.
Looks teens, roughly. Maybe late teens. Very nice.
So what do you have? What are your thoughts about that pen right now? What are you thinking?
This one.
Yeah.
Well, this is funny because it's almost like a secretary would use this or something. Do you know what I mean? It just has this very precise.
It does. It does. This is
notation.
This is her drunk boss wondering how to ask you out for dinner without offending you.
Flowers.
But when I started writing with that pen after not playing with swans forever, I thought, my God, it's so skinny and so light.
Yeah.
It's like a Waterman 52 and a half. Isn't it? Doesn't it seem that way to you?
It does. It's very elegant.
And so I'll give that back to you.
Well, I should show you too a pen if you want to. I'll have to
compare and contrast.
It's such a cool pen. It's one that I just got for myself.
I'll see it. And again, we can.
Should I save it for later?
You can, or you can.
Just because it's a swan. That's why.
We
kind of mentioning.
That's fine. So there's this one. I'm gonna hand you.
Am I completely crazy for my thoughts about it, or no?
What about this?
Oh no! About that.
No, it's fine. It was right. My first, having not held this pen in years, my first thought was it's so damn skinny and so long and so just weightless almost. Okay, here is a swan overfeed with a really invisible fine.
I might get that later.
And it's just so play with this one and try to write as quietly as you can. That guy this morning, Goro, I thought it's like he goes from 0 to 60 in his car and doesn't ever.
Oh, that's so nice.
Doesn't ever go slow. It's all. What is it in? It's all forte, 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 and not any pianissimo. Is pianissimo quiet on the piano?
Yeah,
very quiet. So he doesn't do any pianissimi with his pen work. He's
pianissimi free.
He's pianissimi free. He's all piano forte. It's all double forte with him. And
These are so fine. God.
so lower end covered, that's what LEC
Yeah.
means. It just seems like long extended covering sounds more, but lower end covered is
Yeah,
a
it's-
little bit.
Because if you think about it, right? Look
Well,
at
I
all the
know.
others,
Yeah,
right?
well, I know.
You don't
It's
have
just
the, and it's only on the on
half
half
size.
size
I think that
and the half
that-
V.
I
half V
think you
too.
might be wrong about that. I think
Well,
it's,
then it may be not,
it,
but I've never seen of the LECs.
yeah. And I hate when this happens, where this just falls off.
Oh, that's too bad.
Just, you know,
That is a shame. That's
but
elegant.
but right with that one,
These are so nice. Super fine.
this is just amazing.
Yeah.
And I do have one of
dental.
these, not quite like this, that I'm selling or offering to sell to Dr. C.
Oh, that's terrific.
You're going to be
I think-
very sad too. Well, you're not going to be sad. I sold him one of the pens I got from Dead Peck, the smaller of the two silver walls, because I had a duplicate of it. And I'm selling him this Waterman pen from the taper right era with a standard nib, and it's such a lovely nib. But I'm almost afraid of using it, and he really liked it. It's almost like a dip nib.
That's terrific. You know, I think those are just as rare.
What?
Nibs that are that fine.
This one, yeah, for here.
Even of that period. I mean, just when you look at just the sheer numbers of things that
Atomic has come in. He's from California, and Terra
Hello, California.
is here. I'm going to move this a little bit down, so maybe I can read what people are writing,
That's a good idea.
so I don't have to. So just for those people watching, this is kind of a test to see. Oh, there's the Tina.
Huge.
Just to see if this is working, and to warm up the camera, and to because soon Dr. Cesar will join us, and we will have 3 people talking about pens.
No, I know. Here we go. That way I can show you what I wanted to show you.
Oh, you brought your own ink. Okay.
Well, just for this
your-
particular
your-
one, just because I don't want to spend forever cleaning it out.
Yep.
Not that I don't like black ink. I just.
No. Okay. And what is this? This is
That's an early swan. It's got an arrow on it too, somewhere. I haven't looked at it closely enough. I was just so entranced by it.
it's unscrews or pulls?
Yes. Unscrews.
Okay. I just it felt like I was unscrewing and I was. It was a little
interesting.
tight somehow.
It's a really great nib. Oh,
It's sort of moppy, and it looks like it goes from kind of loud to really loud.
it actually gets very fine.
But I'm going to let you write with it first, just so I can see how you're doing it.
All right. Well, I don't even know. I've just gotten it, so I don't know if there's any rhyme or reason to what I'm doing, but I'm just trying to.
Does that have one of those sexy conical back of the feeds?
I haven't even looked yet.
You haven't looked yet.
I haven't taken it apart.
Well, it just unscrews. It's not a lever, Phil, right?
True.
So
I haven't even done it yet. Yeah, I haven't.
well, do it.
Yeah.
Oh,
you
see,
have
this one doesn't have one. I'm sorry.
Hi, kid.
What are you looking
Cute.
for?
I'm just looking for. Do you have some paper towel?
I have a rag.
All right, that's
Will that
perfect.
work as well?
So cute. She's so sweet. She's so quietly underfoot.
She's hoping you'll feed her something.
Pretty darn cute. They get very cute when they want things. So I haven't taken it out yet. That's true.
So it should have a conical end to the
This
feed,
is doing something very, very bad.
maybe.
Here we go.
Does it have a conical? It doesn't.
It does not.
See, normally I think of
That's
them
what this one looks like.
as
Or,
having.
I don't know if you can see anything. It looks like anything.
I wonder if maybe I don't have one here.
Here we go.
Well, okay, here.
But it's a 12K nib. Isn't
No,
that
that
insane?
doesn't have one either. 12K, 12 karat.
Isn't that bizarre?
No, I've never heard of such a
And
thing.
it's super soft and wonderful.
Um,
And it actually does get quite fine. It's very nice.
it wants to go fast though. It wants to use lots of ink.
Yeah.
This is one that Goro would love,
It's fun.
except he'd probably break it. I don't think, I mean, it looks like he presses down too much.
Oh yeah,
And-
this one's scary.
and
I mean, you gotta really
it's-
be careful.
When one has a pen that is really flexible, and I see someone now, I'm going to use your name, and I know that you know that I don't entirely mean it, but it almost would frighten me that you would use it because the way
Oh
you're
sure. Oh
swashbuckling
yeah.
someone.
Oh no, I know what you mean. Yeah. This is
And
already like oof. It's so fine.
Yeah, that would make me want to print. I don't think I'd want to do script with it. I would like to draw with that pen, but I'd be afraid of it.
Right.
It's almost like using a
Right.
reed pen.
It's so fine.
Um,
And just that point is like ooh. But it's an amazing nib. And it's 12K, isn't that bizarre?
well, that is very odd. I wonder if it was just they picked the wrong number out of the bin when they were stamping it or something.
Or they printed the wrong number. They stamped the
Or they stamped the
right?
wrong number. Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah.
So I just want to have my phone out here.
And it really doesn't feel like any other nib I have. And it feels a little like that ancient Moore that I've got.
Let me try this again. Just let me see here. Yeah, I think I have nibs that are kind of, I mean, they feel like it to me. I would, in my brain, I would call this a flexible stub, even though there's nothing stubby looking about it, but that's how I would use it. I would use it like I'd do printing like this.
Yeah, and it's interesting, that's how you'd categorize it.
That's-
Even if that's what it actually technically isn't.
It is not that. It's just it's a
But-
flexible broad, maybe.
It's still quite,
And it can be fine, but it seems like with the fine lines, when you're writing with the finest, it seems like it doesn't have enough ink at the bow. It almost seems like it's starving for ink. To me, when it's
well, it's
I don't-
also it's interesting
I don't-
because with flexible nibs, fountain pen ones, they technically the very ends of the tines touch,
Uh-huh.
unlike with a non-flexible one. And in this case, like you can actually with a flexible nib have a situation where it won't write when
Mhm.
you do that.
Mhm.
Although this one actually does.
try writing with this one. This is the older brother that ate more Wheaties than this one. This one, there's a fragileness to this one. To me,
Yeah.
it feels that
Yeah.
way. Where this one is a robust version of it, but the same kind of thick that you can get.
This is just a lot more friendly.
But again, make the thick marks like I just did there. When you're make the same marks you were making here, hatch marks, and it sort of gets fat quickly.
But it is
But
quite
maybe
different.
not.
But it is much more friendly.
Where this one gets fatter faster. This one again wants to be a stub. It feels like a stub. It goes fast. You don't have to press down to make it fat really. It sort of wants to get into that position. Would be my thought.
It's so different. And it's good. It's a great nib.
We have someone from Bangladesh.
I'll be gosh darned. There you go. And that's like a gothic.
I mean, I would, if I was using this pen for something, I might, this is the pen I would use to forge your writing,
right.
With your half serify letters and then the script and then the flourish. This would be the pen that would
Have fun.
do Todd merrily. Todd Merrill.
Escularly ish. That's great. But you can do these. Yeah. That's a nice nib.
Yeah. I'm going to bring out and show you and have you try a nib that you will.
Oh.
You keep talking. I'm just
Sure.
going to stand up and
I was just going to ask.
nothing will
Yeah,
stop.
you thought this one was drunk? This was a drunk.
I just thought that
drunk
was it was compared to you. You were Lucille Carmichael and I was Mr. Mooney.
Mr. Mooney. Smart.
Lucille.
Come in here. My pants are tight. Your jeans are tight, right? Yeah, this is great. I like this nib. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's so good to be on the Pier Show. I literally just got here. See, that's part of it. That's why I was like, wait a minute, what's actually happening here? I was flummoxed, to repeat an earlier word. And this is a great example of what a feed can do, right? Like this was just one dip and we're still going. Kind of keeping that theme of the power of the feed. You know, the nib gets all the credit, but see, nibs are like bridges and feeds are like tunnels. Feeds don't get all the credit they deserve, but tunnels are very useful, right? They're just not as sexy as bridges, right?
They're not at all sexy.
Right.
There's no tunnel that's sexy.
Right. Ooh, the Lincoln Tunnel.
So here's
How exciting.
I would call this a semi-flexible stub.
So I wonder if it actually is or not.
Is what a semi-flexible stub?
I like your Bilgewater ink. It's never actually ink. It's actually just right.
It's just what this
it's
used
just
to be
water.
just water, and I was soaking pens in there. But do you like that nib?
Yes, it's great.
It's tight, but it likes to
Let loose.
Likes to let loose a little bit.
It's not drunk, but see, the diamond point isn't really drunk.
This
it's
one
got a little point, you know. But this is sort of like a '50s boss, isn't it?
This
Like
one,
short and stubby guy.
This one is.
It has cufflinks.
This just imagine that one, or just right with that for.
Ooh, that's neat. There we go.
It's.
Yeah.
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah.
A big, fat, flexible stub.
That's phenomenal. Yeah, that's great. I know who's going to like this, but it does need to get kind of.
It's
going.
Yeah, I had for a long time. I had it was bent, and I thought it was starting to crack. But when Ralph Reyes was here, we looked at it together, and he was just amazed at the nib.
Yeah,
and we looked
incredible.
at it together, and he seen under the loop, and he said, "I don't think it's cracked. It's just it needed to." So I got the burnisher out and I burnished it
good for you.
flat again, but it's not back to where it was. I used to be able to push around a lot with this, and I pushed around too much, and
that's too bad.
It bent it. But
oh boy.
But
naughty, you
yeah,
bent the
I know.
nib. Naughty.
I know.
Where's that ruler when you need it? But what a cool nib. Yeah, that's terrific.
It is. It's amazing.
Yeah, wow.
That nib.
Well, that's sexy. You're making me want to buy some pens that I can't, right? That I can't or shouldn't.
Well, you can't buy that one, but
yeah, is this a pre-Cesar mark?
These are the pens two that I just showed you were from my collection, and the ones I use at my drawing desk, or try to use or think I might use. Okay, what's this?
Is that fun or what?
It's
talking about
iridium or an R. Who made this?
It's a P. It's a Pioneer. So this guy David Kahn had a bunch of
companies.
Sometimes it takes a minute to get it going.
Oh.
And I might be embarrassed, but once it gets going, it's quite
I'll
nice.
let you get it going.
Oh, thanks. It's so catch can for me.
Yeah. So Kahn also made Rare River, didn't he?
Right, exactly.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
Yeah.
Oh,
so I was using one of these earlier today, and Roro thought it was GoRo thought it was I'm gonna take that off just because I don't want it to fall off and roll around. And he said, "Is that a big red?" And I said, "No, it's one of the
ones that they tried to make look like a big red.
Right. That's why I mentioned. Yeah.
Which is what this is. It's a nice. This would be a. I mean, there's nothing wrong with this nib. It's a perfectly fine nib.
Yeah. It actually has unfortunately a big crack in it.
In the back, I can see it here. Yeah,
But
this is the sort of pen that I would use to make Franken pens. So these are the Franken pens that I believe.
But the nib is a hoot because it is flexible. It does, and it's nice and smooth.
These are the 3 Franken pens that I'm showing to Dr. C. He tried a bunch of them, and he kept putting them down in order of which one he liked the better. And I said, well, I'm going to take the top 5, and if I can put one in a nib, a pen for you to buy to this trip, you can buy one. The rest I'll just put in a drawer with your name. And as I move the nib to something, see, I'll take a nib. If this was, like, say, this nib was in a duofold red hard rubber senior pen,
right?
I'm not going to sell him the pen that's worth $250 without a nib, if he doesn't need it. So it's in this pen, which is a Craftsman pen, probably made by the same guy that owned that one.
Well, this has another really cool thing about it, which is the imprint, which isn't going to look like anything on the camera, but it's for the for the bricklayers, the Atlantic City. It's an Atlantic City convention of the Bricklayers, Masons, and Plasterers International Union.
Okay.
All right, from September 13th to the 25th, 1926.
Well,
that's great. All right, so you've got this lefty socialist history union established in 1865 that's still in existence. It has a new name, and it was the Atlantic City, and they're Masons and bricklayers. And look at the size of the thing. So you see these ham-fisted,
gnarly,
huge,
missing a finger or two.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I just installed a slate walkway.
I put the last brick in the Lincoln Tunnel. God fucking damn it!
Exactly.
Where's my beer?
Yeah, and
don't give me this goddamn pen. I don't need it.
Yeah, I can't even write, motherfucker. Like, oh my god.
So try this. This is a dip. This is a dip. This is a dip nib that Dr. C might like.
Wow.
And this is the one in the Benny and Hayes. No, what is it? Buyers and
it has a BH on
Capital Trust.
Holy cow.
Savings Bank. Yeah. Holy cow is right.
Yeah. Good lord. But yeah, no. So it's always so fun to see you explain. It's funny you do such a wonderful job. There's so many things I take for granted. You sort of internalize it. You know what I mean? Like this is how you hold the pen. This is how it responds.
Yeah.
This is what you do with it. Don't do this.
Don't ever do that. Don't ever do this.
Stop.
Stop.
You sound like you're being so judgy. I'm not being judgy. I'm telling you, there's just a right way and a wrong way. And the wrong way will just there are a lot of things that are just wrong and right.
Try that one.
Right.
Well,
you can do it the wrong way, but you're going to pay a price for it.
So isn't that
so nice?
And again, when
I'm so proud of you for having the, whatever whatever it is, gosh darn it, that's so generous of you to be able to let go. I mean, I remember when you played the most guilt trippy music ever. Goodbye, pen. when I got a pen for you, I was like, I want that star pen. You're like, goodbye. The music is like,
Yeah.
It's pretty funny.
Well, it is, but my calligraphic business has gone south, and I'd rather have a pen in the right hands. Now, I don't know whether yes, you would probably be happy with having a Franken pen that I would create out of the parts, but I think you're too much of a purist. You would want.
I can't. I break rules. I mean,
okay.
I showed you Wolfie, right? That has the
Wolfie,
the late 30s pen. It's got a wolf head on it, for God's sake.
Yeah. No,
but it has an artist nib, for crying out loud.
Yeah, well, for crying out loud. But
now that's technically a Franken pen, right?
But I think the wolf on top was just an added attraction. I don't think that's a Franken pen. It's a Waterman, isn't it? The whole thing.
Yeah, but I'm just saying I'm saying it's kind of.
It might have.
It's not pure. It's not pure. It's my sense. But it's all value added. I mean, like the silver wolf's head is amazing. The little teeth that you can see. I mean,
but and try that one.
but I'm saying that was worth making an exception for. I thought. You know what I mean? Because
No.
it was such a cool pen. Good gracious.
It's the thing with these pens though, and I would tell it to anyone who's buying them, don't ever use this to draw with, Dr.
Oh,
C.
definitely not. Oh my gosh.
Only for writing, only when you're writing
Very deliberately.
deliberate letters within your
Or
understanding
do
of
stuff
push
like
pull
this,
and
you know, and
yeah.
and
you can make
a
you can
thing
make
out of
you
it.
can make hash marks. You can count and make Roman numerals if
And
you
can
want.
technically you can like maybe cartoon if you're careful when you have certain strokes and stuff. But you know, you can do something that I'm just saying. Now we're turning this into something that's an abstract something or other that almost starts to become something.
Kesh, just a minute. Kesh, in a minute you'll see 3 people in the thing.
Calling Cash. Come in, Cash.
Come in, Kesh. So you know the song "Andrew and Drag" by the
I feel
by
that I
the
should.
Magnetic Fields.
Oh, they're cool, but I don't
Uh,
think I know that.
I'll just play it. Here's
Do you know the Sixths?
the what?
The Sixths.
No.
And they have an album called Wasp's Nests.
Oh God. Of course they do.
It's
So-
hysterical. Anyway, it's
So Kesh is a musician and a composer in
Ahoy,
India. And anyway, this is this guy singing a song called Andrew and Drag. And he has this beautiful bass voice. He plays the ukulele. And but I'm playing
Neat.
you the so here you'll have him introduce a little bit here. Introduce himself.
That's kind of a scary name.
I'm Stephen Merritt of the Magnetic Fields, and I'm going to be performing today Andrew
him.
in Drag.
Yeah.
It's a song
The Sixth.
in which
Oh,
It's
see,
him
this is
too.
oh,
a
see,
straight
yeah.
guy falls in love with his best friend Andrew's drag character, though Andrew is not generally a female impersonator. It's only a one-time gig. So it's a tragic, impossible love. That's as much as I know about the song because
I'm
this
selling
song
this
has an
one
unusual origin.
to Dr. C.
I'm really not a terrible alcoholic, but one morning I woke up to discover that the car was not in the driveway. And I deduced that I must have been out late the night before, though I didn't particularly remember it. And I looked in my little songwriting notebook and saw that, in fact, there was a song, Andrew in Drag. Fortunately, I remembered the melody. Took a taxi back to the bar, and there was the car. So, in fact, I must have been out quite late writing Andrew in Drag. I like to play the ukulele because it's portable and it's small. I'm small, I'm 5'3", have a Chihuahua, drive a Mini Cooper, live in a bungalow. And in New York, I have a very small studio apartment. I like small things, so I like the associations the ukulele has.
That's
It's
for
a
Dr.
problem
C.
in Germany, though.
Oh, nice.
They don't.
Nice
They
and
lack
wet.
a George
I
Formby
like that.
in Germany, so they don't know what a
They
ukulele
lack a George
is.
Formby in Germany.
So they think all
You know
of our
George
records
Formby,
are
of
really
course,
badly
the
recorded.
British ukulele player,
Because the
big
ukulele to them
goofy
sounds like a low
teeth,
fidelity
comedic
Oh, yeah.
of
Right.
movie
and it
star,
goes
I
something
guess you
like
could call him.
this. A pity she does not exist, a shame he's not a fag. The only girl I ever loved was Andrew in Drag. There is no hope of love for me, from here on I go stag. The only girl I'll ever love is Andrew in Drag. Andrew in Drag. Andrew in Drag. Andrew in Drag.
Fun.
Right, that one.
Yeah.
Friedrich says, "I love George Formby."
I don't know why I even went. It's really not my bag. Just thought if
so good.
Be
Oh,
funny
I forgot
to
what
see
happened.
Andrew, and listen to this lyric.
The moment he walked on that stage, my tail began to wag like a little wiener dog. For
Andrew and
Drag, Andrew and Drag, Andrew and Drag, Andrew and Drag, yeah. I've always been a ladies' man, and I don't have to brag, but I become a mama's boy for Andrew and Drag.
I think the lyrics are really quite clever.
They are.
I would even sell the jag if I could spend my misspent youth with Andrew and Drag. Andrew and Drag. Andrew and Drag. Andrew and Drag. Yeah. So stick him in a dress and he's the only boy I'd shag. The only boy
Look at
I'd
those
anything
12
is Andrew
double strings on his uke.
I'll never see
It's great.
that
12,
Is it-
12 string uke?
Well, it's 8.
Oh, rather, yeah. Sorry. It is. It's cool.
So how is that different from a mandolin? They have double strings too. They're just tuned.
Well, mandolins are
Differently.
tiny too. Yeah, they're really teeny. I mean, you know, like the fretboard's like this.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
I've
just,
got one
it's-
over there
yeah,
somewhere, but
yeah, it's ridiculous.
um,
And it's a different. I mean, it's a different shape. The,
well,
you know,
yeah,
the
I
body-
just was wondering if I could tune it the way I tune a uke and learn to press 2 strings.
Right. I don't remember what the tuning is. I think it's different.
It probably is a normal tuning, you know, rather than GDAE or whatever it is.
This-
Friedrich, that's because luxury brands are dicks. This guy sounds like Johnny Cash. He does kind of sound like Johnny Cash.
This paper, though, this is built-in speed bumps. I mean, really, you know, it forces you to be very careful.
But the
Yeah, the texture of it.
so do you want to see a George Formby thing? Do you remember him or not?
I'm sure I've seen it. When you mentioned the teeth, I was like, oh, and then I was like, actually, that's half of England. But that's me too. You know, I'm so English, it's ridiculous.
Formby, when I'm cleaning windows.
Now I go window cleaning to earn an honest bob. For a nosy Parker, it's an interesting job. Now it's a job that just suits me. A window cleaner you would be if you can see what I can see. When I'm cleaning windows, honeymooning couples too. You should see them villain too. You'd be surprised at things they do. When I'm cleaning windows.
Anyway, that's what he.
I'll work hard, but I'll never stop. I'll climb this blinking ladder.
He's great. That's absolutely great. I was going to say, is that your inspiration for the ukulele?
For using no, I'm not really. It isn't Tiny Tim either, but I like. I think Cliff Edwards is more for me. You know, he did "When You Wish Upon Her." He was the singer for Jiminy Cricket in the movie Pinocchio,
Oh, that's great. Yeah.
and he had the most popular TV show at one point on TV. It
That's
was, and he ended up broke in an old person's home, but
Awful.
he had, they're really, really fun songs that he wrote. Right. I mean, what I like about ukuleles is the songs written kind of for them or are played on them are usually goofy and
Yeah,
fun.
they're really comic. They're the kind of thing you'd see. I don't know. You just there. I had a teacher. I had a professor, a harmony teacher at Berkeley, who played in a circus one year. I was like, "This is insane." He said, "It was the hardest gig that he's ever done because they basically had to read the music." None of which was terribly complex, he said, but the problem was the tempos. Okay, so the book was this thick. All right, it's like an inch thick for the gig, right? It's insane, and it's small, and it's basically the tempos are all like 200 something, you know. So you're just like, but everything's just an absolute breakneck pace, so you can't even keep up reading.
Here's Cliff Edwards singing "Anything You Say," singing anything. He has a really beautiful voice, I think. is Cliff Ukulele Ike was called.
You know who I think has a great voice and no one ever talks about? It's Freddie Astaire.
Yeah, he was good. Yeah.
I just think he's a fantastic singer.
So this is about his wife.
Delicious. You're actually using ink, or is that faking?
That's I like anything you say. Pussy whipped. Coupe. No. I beg your pardon, anything you say. So no family, no garden. Not for his wife.
This railroad's terribly. I'm sure I showed this to you. Before, but the railroad's terribly at speed, but it's just really fun.
Well, you just have to learn to go slow.
Exactly.
And which is not the right pen to go slow with in the changing lanes pen.
Correct.
That should always go fast.
Always. That's right. Because you're changing lanes, baby. But it's very fun.
Anything you say, I beg your pardon.
Philadelphia. People don't do that
Anything
anymore.
you say. Listen to the last line here. My brother Jake dear. That's my mistake, dear. Anything you say. Anyway, really cute.
That is cute.
I beg your pardon, anything you say. He gets back to everyone. Just have to leave a message on his machine. Who's that? I'm sure we have a great time. Okay, who's? I was able to kind of finally free. Oh, okay. Someone wanted to talk. I think it was. We're talking about Nathan Tardif, correct?
I'm sure you have some stories about him.
I have some stories about him, but I prefer not to tell them. No.
Oh my!
No,
I
they're
didn't
not.
mean
They're not that kind of stories. Nathan is the stories I have about Nathan are all family stories. I don't have to. There's nothing untoward about any of them. But and he's this stingiest person on the planet. And what did they say? Yeah, what's the polite term for that? What do they say about New Englanders? They're
thrifty.
Thrifty,
Right.
or I think there's an S word that is another word that's used. Anyway, he was complaining about the prices at the restaurant when we were going out to eat, and I said, "Well, Nathan,
It's not stingy there.
it's not stingy. It was frugal, maybe,
Frugal,
or something."
okay,
Yeah.
sure.
And I said to him, I suppose you know exactly how much money you spend on food, don't you, every month? And he said, I do. I know exactly how much. $42.85. And I said, how do you eat for a month for $42.85? He goes to the warehouse where they're going to throw away. They're going to give the food that has expired from the grocery stores. It all shipped there, and they give it to poor people or sell it to Nathan.
Oh my God.
Who has more money than God, probably.
That's on top of it. Yeah, right.
when he was in high school, he was selling pens to. This is when the internet was only black and white.
And you needed, and it was powered by steam, right?
And it was powered by steam, and it was powered by a 75-watt bulb like the Easy Bake Oven, and he would sell the Japanese Schaefer snorkel pens, and he made enough money to buy the house that he grew up in from his parents, from them. And I don't know if he also bought the house that he put them into. So he lives in his childhood home.
That's so strange.
And he also he electricity and heat is too expensive, so he heats his house with coal. His little furnace, and it's coal, and so
I just imagine
everything is covered with oily soot.
Ugh.
This is lovely. This is
Isn't
that
that nice?
wall.
Isn't that fun?
Wall with without the
Isn't that
added
interesting?
band.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Isn't that wild? I was thinking that it was possibly a student pen.
It probably was.
And I have not seen it in the
Or
in the
pens
pen
like
world.
this that didn't have that extra trim. Some without clips were sold to like the AT&T company.
Sure.
So you would have them at the desk. You wouldn't take them home. And so they didn't have, I have a Carter like that, I think, or I did.
Interesting.
And I know I have some other pens that are missing their trim for that reason. In fact, I do have a Swan that maybe fits that bill.
Trimless. That's fun.
Royal National Orthopedic Hospital. Look at that, what they allowed them to use.
Yeah,
That's
it's
a
got that
Swan.
crazy, that bronze and blue
Bronze and blue.
celluloid, which is very sexy. I just
But-
think this is a sexy little pen.
It is a lovely pen. So try that, Neb. You're going to love that one too.
That is really cool. I had a sort of fake patrician wannabe
Uh-huh.
that was like, the turquoise, but I fell in love with it, especially because it was fake.
Okay, dip it in
Oh,
some
Mark.
ink.
Yeah, I guess it is going to need a little something now, isn't it? Whoa.
Isn't that great?
Oh, that's-
Flexible stub,
Oh, that is.
gallons of ink.
Yeah, that's just really fun. Come on, you. Gallons oink. It's supposed to be O ink, but it's oink.
Skinflint is what Frederick, when we were trying to come up with stingy and
There you go.
and
Something about video that suddenly makes you forget things, or just like words. Like you
Mhm.
just forget your words. I don't know what it is. It's it's the same phenomenon where when you're doing something calligraphic, or you're really caring about the writing that you're doing, you're just not at all focused on what you're writing.
Yeah.
It's just the forms, it's the
Yeah.
shapes. That's it. And then you screw things up. You're
Todd who? It's Todd Merrill. And Todd Merrill has a channel of his own where he
It's fabulous.
focuses on pens and writing. And he, like me, tends to show his desk rather than the talking head, like the SBRE Browns of the world. Eventually, a half an hour in, they'll get to the pen, right?
You know what? The only thing about him that really bothered me, I know there were a couple things that you weren't too crazy about, like the Gregorian chant.
Well, it's
and
just,
so on.
you know,
But what I thought was strange was he's like, okay, bye bye, and all of a sudden, and there's more video. You know what I mean? It just seems like, isn't that the end then? I don't know.
he
Well,
yeah,
look
the-
at the dissing other YouTubers.
the Gregorian chants only annoys me because the rest of him annoys me in the way he presents. He's like David, what's his name that we
Oh
Satan.
yeah. Isaacson. Satan?
Isaacson, who
I'm glad you said it.
who presents facts as if
They were pronounced.
they were pronouncements from God,
on high.
from on high, and that's what the Gregorian chant and his
Right.
following stuff sounds like to me. Whereas when
It's
when
Pen
when
Jesus.
when Wasky Squirrel says pens in use, I mean, you can't take that seriously
Right.
at all. And he's so fucking down home,
Oh, totally. Are you
that
kidding me?
guy, and he's
I keep wanting to-
modest
I keep wanting
and
to say South Dakota rather than North.
well, he's in one of the Dakotas.
It's
He's
roughly-
from Pennsylvania originally.
Okay. Because I can never remember it, which is awful. To confuse the Dakotas is like confusing the Carolinas or something.
Yeah, SBRE Brown. Friedrich says I think his initials are something else, but I think it's Stephen something.
Yeah, Stephen B.R.E. Brown. Yeah.
Oh.
AKA SBRE.
XYZ.
Doesn't he have
E-I-E-I-O.
a KWZ Inc. named after him? So it's SBRE Brown KWZ KWZ
Yes.
SBRE. That's it.
SB,
KWZ.
SBRE Brown. I was telling Go Row he should have his name changed to Go Row with the middle name Row and last name Your Boat.
Right.
Go row your boat.
But that's hard because of the skip there, right? It's kind of like suddenly you're in 5/4 for a second.
Oh, well, that's you're talking music, which I
Sorry.
again I'm just trying to make sure that
5/4 a measure. Now we need a music note. We could use this. I love how fountain pen companies did that. They like in the 1925 Waterman's catalog, they're like, a pen for all users, and they show people holding pens like this, and they'll, I think you've got one like this.
yes,
You know what I mean?
and
It's like we do everything.
and the hook for the
Right.
guy that had his hands blown off in the
And you've got-
Battle of the Marne.
Right, you're for lefties, like the worst
Mm.
or whatever. Hilarious.
The-
or in your nose,
Yes.
What's the imprint on this one here?
That's the hospital one.
Oh, too
I mean,
cool.
I think it says Swan somewhere. It does say Swan,
You need
but
a
it was
giant magnifier.
but the Royal Hospital of Orthopedics or whatever.
Oh
it
yeah,
is.
yeah. So it is
So it was.
orthopedic hospital. Yeah, that one's actually.
So it was.
Neat.
It was.
I
and
love
does, it doesn't have a clip. It doesn't. So it's
How
meant to
cool
sort
is
of
that?
sit there in the office.
See, things like that are like super cool because they're so specific. They're really, if not, I don't know if off catalog is quite the right term for it, but they
Mhm.
never appeared in one.
It says Blackbird up there.
So it's a swan. It's
a
a
swan
baby
black.
Todd rather.
It's a maybe Todd. Well, it says Swan on the side,
Yeah.
but it
Oh,
says
okay.
Blackbird. I mean, look at the whole.
Yeah.
What
What a fancy loop. There you go, Blackbird. Yeah. Singing in the dead of night. I love their extremely complicated numbering system that nobody can
Well,
figure out.
I've never. It's like you need the Enigma device.
Totally
to-
exact
to
BB2
get-
over BB2 over 46, I think, or
Look
is it 88? It's
Look
probably
at
BB.
this sexy thing.
Yeah, those are cool. I like these a lot. This is like one of the few swans that I always said I think they got like every part of this right, and I love the top of these with the
That little bit of
it's like a cat's eye or an
Yeah.
agate,
yeah.
and it looks great with the double bands there.
This is a British version.
And
an
it's
English one.
not too much. It's like at the point. It's like it's one of those pens where it's like it's right. It's fancy,
Yeah.
but it's not too fancy.
They went fancy a lot though. The ones with like the 25 different stripes. It's like
even that one borders on kind of working just because of the proportions or something. But it is extreme. It's not quite, and it's like partly Toledo, right? The partly Toledo finish.
Look at that big BH.
Yeah, that's very swan. It's very English swan.
I always think these look like naval or rank things, sleeve
Yeah,
cuffs.
Navy officer type
A
things.
admiral, junior admiral, or whatever. A big
Rear admiral.
Rear admiral. Yeah.
The rear admiralty.
Oh, that's
No,
missing
that's
it.
far out.
That's missing its little.
But isn't it
bit.
cool? The different modeling patterns too. Like Parker had that sort of diagonal modeling, and who else? Oh yeah, what do you call it? Chilton had that too. Do you have any Chiltons?
I have a few.
They're neat. I think they're interesting. But I like the sort of diagonal modeling that they had.
You know, I have one Chilton
And I like the filling system.
that
It's
was
weird.
that was. I'd like to see if it was owned by the guy that.
Oh, that's neat. There you go. I've got a smaller one that I got from Otto, actually. It's like
Philip Morrison, you know who he is? He's a physicist that worked on the Manhattan Project, and he did a lot of shows for Nova. And he's in a wheelchair, got in a wheelchair. He's an MIT grad. And I wonder if this is his pen.
Yeah.
Because Philip Morrison, but it has a D on it, Philip D. Morrison.
Very cool.
But look at this. Look what's cool about it. These are all separate pieces.
Oh, that's great.
And it is missing. It has a little chip out of the top, as you can see.
Oh, God.
But it's like, you know, if you get another stripe, they'll
You can add it.
unscrew
Oh,
this
that's
and add
great.
it.
Yeah, that's great.
You get from commander to captain, and of course it has this thing.
I love that.
Going.
It's just really cool. Is it the greatest design? No, but it's neat. It's very cool. And to think that it's from the 20s, which is really neat, you know, because that would sort of be, it's sort of part of like a touchdown, sort of, kind of.
Oh, look at this one. It's had some damage.
That's too bad. But there's that patterning.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I like Boston pen companies. And Chilton was Boston. What became Wall Eversharp
Oh, and then we've
was
got
Boston.
the leather and the leather.
Yeah, that's neat. Now, did that just hold up really well, or did you
That one
give it a
held
little
up
treat?
really well.
Yeah, that really looks good. That's a nice pattern.
I like how long the caps are,
I do too, and it's funky. The section is
and
long.
the threads are way up here, and
Yeah, which is neat. It's just a funky pen, and it's a cool filling system.
And then here, what is this called? What is this part of the pen called? What
It's
is
a
that
blind
called?
cap.
I know. What did they call
Oh,
it?
I know what that is.
What did they call it?
Isn't that's a hatchet filler, right?
No, well, it is sort of a hatchet filler, but this part right here, that part right there,
Of the hatchet filler. I don't. Maybe I don't.
it was
know.
called the nifty nut.
Oh, the
Turn
nifty
the
nut.
nifty nut.
Oh, I love it. Well, that's very impressive.
Isn't that fun?
That is extremely fun. They're
Lock-
so cool.
And then lock the nifty nut back in place.
I love it. You don't see these every day. Yeah, they're very, very fun. I mean, you've got to admit. See, that's the thing. That's because I'm really not. I love it when, you know, the whole pigeonholing thing, right?
Mhm.
Because it's like, even you must admit that it is neat to have that kind of a filling system in your collection, right?
I have one of those weird Parker ones with the hatchet, and you push it up and push it down, and there's like 3 metal parts you have to push around to make it go.
And there it is. It says
Look, there's
Boston on the nib.
There's another leather one.
I mean, there were quite Moore was the American pen company,
Mhm.
and right, and they were Boston. So I found quite a few Moores out in the in the fields of the flea market, the big flea market that I go to.
This is a lovely color. It's brown, and I think it's brown and green. It's not browned green. It's just brown and green.
How cool! The nifty nut. I love it.
The nifty nut.
Was it still the nifty nut a bit later?
No.
It was.
I don't think that's not a nifty nut.
That's not a nifty
That's
nut.
that's a piston. I mean, that's like
that. Yeah.
the later. Yeah.
Which is nice. That seems to be a bit of an improvement in the overall design. I just love how they had that in the 20s. You know what I mean? I like seeing early versions of stuff, like proto synthesizers from the 20s. You know, like the old Martineau and stuff like that. That's crazy.
I just want to see what
Have an electronic instrument from 1928.
people are saying.
God, what are they saying?
Each chest is 6 drawers, which is approximately right now. Sadly, some of Frederick. He has 2 large lingerie chests. We don't need to know all this information, Friedrich.
I'm trying to exercise some restraint and privacy here. I'm not revealing much, and I'm here.
So we're going to stop this soon because soon in a few minutes, Dr. C will be here. So I want to put your luggage in those drawers away so we can
Yes.
make room for him. So it was nice having you here at 3:30 in an hour, about an hour. We'll be back, same place, same, except there's going to be 3 sets of arms grabbing at pens.
Goodness.
So you all be good. See you later.
Ah.
And